Hi everyone. This vehicle in front isn't the stereotypical vehicle that you'd expect to be going sideways round a roundabout, but it shows you just how easily you can get caught out. Thankfully no damage done, but did you expect this type of vehicle to be rear wheel drive? This driver purchased this vehicle because of its manoeuvrability. Do you think the cigarette in the hand had anything to do with this? The driver of this ambulance took a massive risk overtaking in these conditions on this bend, and I actually think they're not allowed to with the solid lines. My viewer had to take some pretty heavy evasive action to get that sorted. Ambulances aren't light either. That would have been a serious collision. Hard shoulders can be dangerous places, and this video proves why. Inattentive drivers drifting onto them without realising. And the worst thing is, this is a lorry driver up ahead that does it. The dabbing of the brake lights also says to me they're preoccupied with something else and not paying that much attention, which is obvious. Another interesting hard shoulder breach. This one was purposeful though. What a strange decision. Don't do this, let the ambulance driver overtake if they want to, and then slow down to accommodate if required. This is a clip that's very close to Norris Green Driving Test Centre. It's not mine, but we're going to be watching the white learner vehicle in front. They're turning right, up the wrong side of a dual carriageway. Because of the waiting list to get a driving instructor in my area, more and more people are being taught by friends and family, and this is likely to be that scenario. I very much doubt it was on test because the examiner would have intervened well before they allowed them to do this turn. But luckily, they didn't take too long before they worked out where they were going wrong. Have a look at them up on the right, doing a turn in the road. I know the driver of this tractor is trying to be seen, but I think the lights that they've got on are over the top. They're probably used for off-road, but I think it restricts the view of the trailer that the tractor's pulling. This is pretty dangerous, this, on such a narrow road. The communication from this lorry driver on the left that they wished to move into my viewer's lane was less than adequate, but the barge out was disgraceful. I would say in this clip that the police officer got a call to go somewhere else. I would have let this go personally.
Police do the same thing. Look, the police are freaking the worst. Freaking weather.
Sorry, I don't care if you're a policeman.
What do you think? I do think the driver of the red car left it a little late to get into lane, but my viewer definitely made the situation a little worse. Don't leave it to the very last minute when the traffic's flowing to find your space. The faster you travel, the earlier this should happen. Not the best driving from my viewer, to be honest. A pheasant to the face. Luckily, it only knocked the camera off. This is a terrible emerge by the vehicle that comes from my viewer's left, the right of the screen as we're looking at it. The learner motorcyclist does a great job, but unfortunately they then ruin it. Do you think they were upset by the lack of observation? This is quite ironic. They're obviously annoyed, but it's this hot-headedness that causes them to move to the left without checking. Not the best. Cognitive overload due to the near miss. They then go on the advanced cycle box. Shame. The driver of the white four-wheel drive from the opposite direction definitely makes a mistake, but I think the van driver in front definitely reprimands. Long leads for dogs can be really dangerous, and I'm sure this one would have been difficult to spot with the dog still being in the central reservation. This was a particular problem for cyclists, motorcyclists, and for the dog itself. The driver and vehicle that we're watching is the silver Mercedes on the roundabout.
Yeah. Why is that car stopping?
Broken down.
Oh, really? No. No,
Idiot, just go
no.
round, you knob.
Keep going round the roundabout. What are you doing?
My god, someone needs to call the police on this woman.
I think in these next two clips, both of the bus drivers saw the cyclist but literally didn't care. Classic cases of I'm bigger than you, so it doesn't matter.
I'd know then at first I'd need like 100 on my dissertation, so it would have been impossible.
Yeah.
So it would have been like, I can do my dissertation, not worry now about trying to get a first. I can just write whatever, just to pass. What's he looking at? Don't say no.
What's up? What's up? Throwing shapes. Nice.
It's not a plane, you
I know, it's a bike
bag.
thing. That's so funny.
As normal, I'd like to say a massive thanks to everyone who supports the channel by buying a VFO dashcam from the links in the description. Use the code Ashley and save yourself a further 5%. This footage is from the VFO A139 Pro, the same one as I use. This clip highlights a problem that we see quite often. How do people get confused with traffic lights this much? And to finish, we've got a little reminder about weather that we often find at this time of year. Overtaking in thick fog when you can't see far up the road could be lethal. Don't do it. I think with the fog lights just coming on, that overtake must have scared the overtaker. Keep safe, everyone. I'll see you soon.